There's some tasty treats in front of me today. Oh, this is going to be good. So first up is the Lizard Adapter 5R. This is by BGamer003, 1.89 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under miscellaneous. Now, what this does is going to hook up to a front loader, and it's going to give you the ability to have a 3-point and PTO. 0 days. You could potentially run some piece of equipment whilst you got it up in the air. It's only going to cost you $350 to buy. You do have the option to change the main colour to, let's face it, anything that you like. Now, what this can do, well, we're going to roll with it anyway. I've got a Fendt tractor here. It's got a tasty weight on the back, and we've got a forestry mulcher up on the roof of this workshop. So, all right, this is what you can do. Now, obviously, you raise it up. Yeah, no problem. You come into it like that, and then you attach it. Now, I've got a tasty weight on the back because this thing's wow heavy. Probably should have used a bigger tractor, but alright, fair enough. Now, whilst we got it up there, we could potentially mulch. Oh, if I'd got a more powerful tractor, we could have potentially mulched the top of this, this little, what would you call it? Lean-to? I'm going to drag it down. Oh, wow, well done. God dear, oh dear. Let's lower it down. Now we want to go on to the old front loader. There we are. Lower it down. It's a bit better. Oh, that's definitely too much weight on. But you can put things up higher than you normally would be able to. So you could potentially, stack things away, tidy your farm up a little bit better. Yeah, just use something that's got a little bit more weight to it than this. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, next up is the Rabe MKE300. This is by Puzzcap. 1.68 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Power Harrows. Now, it's only going to cost you $9,000 to buy. You've got 95 horsepower requirement from your tractor and a 3-meter working width for 9 mile an hour working speed. But what this does have is the old attacher on the back, so you could potentially do 2 jobs in one. So whilst 3-meter maybe not to everyone's liking, small farm shenanigans, doubling up on the jobs, that is all right indeed. Right, next up is the Lizard RTM5. This is by Holtz FS and Wagner Giacomosi. 9.88 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Spaders. Now, it requires 100 horsepower from your tractor, 5-meter working width with a 7 mile an hour working speed for $4,500. You do have the design options. So you got your standard, you got your design 1, your design 2, and then back to standard. Now, I've got an option of a main colour. It's going to do those bits, let's face it. I mean, to be fair, you don't see many don't see many spaders coming through, so that's a great addition. Right, next up is the Gregoire Besson SPSL9. This is by Hispano, 16.88 megabyte on the download, and to be fair, this thing's huge. I mean, it's 10.2 meters, and it's a slanted plough. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Obviously, you're going to find it under ploughs, and this requires 550 horsepower from your tractor, so you are going to need something tasty to be using this in the field. 8 mile an hour working speed, $131,000 to buy. You have the option of wheel brands, Trelleborg, BKT, Vredestein, and then back to Trelleborg. And also have the options of universal mold boards, slatted mold boards, or back to the universal. You then got your main colour, which is going to be obviously your main colour. The design colour is going to do those bits, and then your rim colour is obviously going to do the rims on the wheels. Now, obviously, that's a fairly big requirement from your tractor, and if you've got something a little bit less, a little bit underpowered, maybe not using this plough, but it does have this. Yeah, the trailed lifter. So you don't really need to have all that weight on the back of your tractor. So if you've got like a bit of an underpowered tractor, hook one of these up to the back, and then you've got a 3-point, which is going to be supported by the frame. $15,000 to buy. Got the option Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, then back to Trelleborg, and you've got your colour options. Obviously, the main colour is the main colour, and then the rim colour is the rims. That bit, I mean, to be fair, I don't particularly like slanted ploughs, mind you. I like the square-on ones, but this piece of the pack, oh, that's awesome. Right, next up is the Ermo Kronos Evo series. This is by SMI Modding Team, 17.25 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under plows. Now, the first one, 2 meter working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, and 250 horsepower. It's only going to cost you 14 grand, and you have the option to change the plow sheared colour, which is going to do those bits. That being said, I mean, 2 meter, don't get me wrong, that is really small. But that is looking all right indeed. Now, if you're thinking 2 meter, too small for you, well, they've got some other options. We've got a 2.5 meter, half a meter makes all the difference. 300 horsepower requirement for that one from your tractor. And then if you want to go for the big one, I say big one in inverted commas, 3 meter working width, that's going to require 350 horsepower. But all of them, they look awesome. I mean, the detail on it. I mean, small farm shenanigans never look so good. And next up is the Lizard T1800. This is by JD Modding ARG, 2.92 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under trailers. Now, it's got an 1800 litre capacity, as the name would suggest, 3,600 to buy, and it's going to hold your usual shenanigans. Your diesel, your water, your liquid fertiliser, your milk, your slurry. You get the idea of it all. You have the option of stickers on the sides. You can have a Lizard without, John Deere, Case IH, Massey Ferguson, New Holland, Valtra, Stara, Challenger, Class, Deutzfahr, Fendt, Grime, JCB, Ponzi, Lizard at the beginning. Now, obviously, you match it up with whatever vehicle you're running. You got your main colour, that is going to be your main colour. Your water tank colour is going to be the tank, as you can well imagine. And then the rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. All right, fair enough. Little liquid trailer just to be knocking around your yard. Why not? Right, next up is the Pottinger Twist 7001. This is by WolfX Modding, 4.83 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under manure spreaders. Now, it's got a 7,000 litre capacity, as the name would suggest, 20 horsepower. That's all it requires. That is all right indeed. 8 metre working width with a 7 mile an hour working speed for 17 grand. That's not bad at all. You then got the option of an extension, so that puts it up to 10,000 litres, but still only requires 20 horsepower. That's ace. And it's only 17.5 grand to buy. And it requires 20 horsepower. I mean, you could do old school tractor playthrough. And this would fit in nicely with that. 20 horsepower, that's ace. You got your wheel brands, you got your Lizard, your Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, and then back to Lizard again. You've got some wide tyres in there as well. Then you got your rim colour to finish it off, which is obviously going to be your rims. But 20 horsepower, that's ace. Right, next up is the Strautmann Aperion 2401. This is by Alice Aguarole, 8.32 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under trailers. Now, it's got a 42,000 litre capacity, 68.5 grand price tag. You can then change your tyres. So you've got your Trelleborg, your Michelin, BKT, Radarstein, and then back to Trelleborg. You've got some options on there, some standard and standard 2s. You've got unloading mechanics. So we've got design 1, design 2, or 1. So I'd imagine that's going to change something inside, isn't it? So we've got the standard rollers there, or without. All right, fair enough. I mean, 42,000 litres? That's not bad at all. Right, next up is the Lizard FD55. This is by JD Modding ARG, 5.17 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under trailers. Now, it's got a 5,500 litre capacity, 12 grand to buy, and it's going to be doing your diesel for you. So you've got the option on your Trelleborgs, your Trelleborg again, and then back to check. So it's 2 different styles of Trelleborgs. Right, fair enough. You've got your main colour. Now, it is obviously set up in the old John Deere colours, but you can, let's face it, you can go for anything you like. That's going to do that bit. Your design colour is going to do the frame. The stripe colour is obviously going to do the stripe down the middle. You then got your decal colour. We'll go for purple. That didn't show up, but all right, let's go for green. That's better. That's going to do your decals. And your rim colour is obviously going to do your rims at the end. Now, this is a straight-up fuel tank, so you're not going to be able to spray anything with it. So it's more like a service vehicle. We've all run out of fuel in the field. I've done it a couple of times. So go fill us up, drive it out to your vehicle, and away you go. Right, next up is the Riberi RS100RB. This is by SMI Modding Team, 8.83 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under mowers. It's got a mower on the front. It's a forage wagon mower hybrid. Oh, fair enough. Now, it starts off with 85 horsepower requirement, 35,500 litre capacity, 2.5 metre working width, and 11 mile an hour working speed, 37,100 to buy. You can then put the capacity down, which adds 12.5 grand to the price, although you do get a different back on it. So you got more of a solid back rather than the cage version. But that's you get less capacity. So all right, fair enough. Now, obviously, once you get it out in the open, this is awesome. So we're going to turn it on. So L, B, and X. We're going to lower the pickup, and then away you go. We're mowing and collecting grass at the same time. Now, what you can also do, don't fancy just having it straight behind, you can do LB and right stick, left and right. I'm going to put it out to the side. There you are, a bit of side mowing. Let's get back on the grass. There we are. Now, it only goes out to the right hand side. If you go all the way back to the left, it's going to pretty much stop in the centre. So it is going to be right hand mowing or centre mowing or nothing. But that being said, that's ace. And next up is the Lizard ATA14. This is by JD Modern ARG, 8.63 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under auger wagons. Now, it's got a 17,000 litre capacity, 90 horsepower requirement for my tractor, and a 12 mile an hour working speed for 22 grand. If we don't have any optional extras on, there we are. So that's your standard version. You then got your BKTs, Mitas, or BKT on the tyres. You've got some inverted tread patterns, or standard. You then got decals. You've got the old, the new, and then back to the... Actually, to be fair, I like the new ones. That's all right. Then we've got a cover, yes or no. Got your main colour, which is going to be, obviously, your main colour. The design colour, we'll go over red. Going to do the cover. The decal colour, let's go over blue. Going to do the decals, and your rim colour is obviously the rims. Alright, fair enough. I mean, I don't particularly use an auger wagon that much, but if you do, this should fit in nicely. And next up is the Massey Ferguson 326 and Valtra 261. This is by Holtz FS, 13.75 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Cedars. Now, it's got a 2,160 litre capacity, 95 horsepower requirement for my tractor, and a 4.4 metre working width with a 9 mile an hour working speed for 12 grand. That's not bad at all. You then have the option of configurations to standard, transport wheels, and we'll come back to that in a minute. Or standard. You can have your Massey Ferguson or your Valtra version. You then got your compactor wheels. So around the back, you can be putting those wheels on or not. And then you got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rims. Now, yeah, you could drive this down the road, 4.4 metre working width. If you don't fancy having it sideways on, well, you may need to have the transport wheels equipped. Yeah, and to go along with that, we got a couple of other things as well. So we've got the transport coupling. It's only going to cost you 800. Obviously, hooks up to your 3-point. And also, if you fancy doing a little bit wider than the 4.4, we've got the tandem. 2.5 grand to buy. The only option is going to be your rim colours, which is going to be your rims. Now, obviously, I've got two Cedars here. I've got one with the old transport wheels on, just there. We've got that one over there, hasn't got the transport wheels. Now, what you can do is fold up this arm, but you can hook up the old transport coupler, as we'll do in a minute, but the wheels are in the wrong direction. So if you are going to be going more transportation down the road, and you don't want to do it sideways, yeah, get the transport wheels. It's going to be a lot easier. So we'll hook that up to the back like that. Now, we'll come around here. We can hook up to the front, even with the old transport coupler still attached, which is alright. So we're going to like that. There we are. And we've got the option of RB and right stick up and down. Moves that up like that. We'll then detach that one. We'll spin it around because you want to come to the, what would be, if you've got it behind you, the left hand wheel with the old coupler attacher. There we are. Hook that up. Then once that's on, we're going to do LB and then fold the cedar. So LB and A. That's going to lift the underside up. It's going to put the wheels down. Then away you go. So if you haven't got the transport wheels, you would basically be having some skid marks on the side of the road. Let's face it. Now, obviously, we have got the tandem here. So let's Let's give it a go. Not sure how well this is going to work, mind you, but alright, so we'll unfold that. There we are. We'll drop that down. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. See how it works out. Just see how easy it is to do. I haven't tried this yet. This is going to be a first for me. We'll hook that up. No. There we are. Hook that up. We then want to unfold that bit. So that goes down. We'll detach that. We'll then... This is going to be interesting. So we'll detach that bit. There we are. And we'll just run over it. Why not? There we are. So we're going to get this. This is going to be bad. I can see. So we'll get that. Obviously, you are going to need to hook it up on the front mounting points, as you can well imagine. Here comes me reversing skills for the win. Ease it in. Ease it in. So that's the first one. There, that's oh dear, oh dear, this is not going to be going well. I think we could be here all day. What about if we go like that? Oh, actually, they're locked. Could be easier than I expected. Can we go a bit? Oh, there we are. No, we had it. We had it. Quick, back. There we are. Oh, that's ace. That's ace indeed. Away we go. So what we got now? So it's a 4.4. Now we've got an 8.8. Oh, that went a lot easier than I was imagining. Next up is the Lizard Banshee 350. This is by Strautmann Modding, 15.51 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under cars. Now, to be fair, this has got an awesome startup. 60 horsepower engine it's got with 62 mile an hour top speed for 2,650. You can then change the wheel setup. So we've got standard, custom rim, different tyre with a custom rim, different tyre again. The state of those with a custom rim. Well, the custom rims are basically the bead locks on the outside. You then got different tyre again with a custom rim, different tyre again with a custom rim, and then back to standard. So you go for whichever one you want. Vinyls. So we have got standard, got the USA flag, we then got the Brazilian flag, we've got the German flag, and we've got, well, basically flames. But that being said, where's the UK flag? We always get left out, but alright, so we've got different stripes on there anyway. And we've got different ones again. So obviously, you go for whichever one you fancy. You then got your handlebar protection. So we've got yes or no. So that puts that on there. A little bit of sponge on the crossbar. Front lights. It's got standard. You then got Eye of the Beast 1. It's got a set of eyes on it. You then got Eye of the Beast number 2. And then back to nothing. No, we'll leave those on because the next one, you've got Teeth of the Beast. So it's got eyes and it's got teeth. All right, why not? Why not? You got the original one. And then you've also got your standard version. You then got bank details. And this is not the detail of your bank account. No, we've got style 1, which is going to be, well, basically little grippy bits on the seats, just so you don't slide off. We got number 2, and then we got nothing. Then you got foot support. So you got plastic on the rear fenders. You got iron support, both or nothing. Exhaust. Now there is plenty on here. Now basically we've got, I think it's 4 different ones with 4 different colours. So we've got like style 1, then obviously bronze colour, and then got black version, got like a chrome version, and we got whatever that colour is, even deeper bronze. A different black version again, and then we go up to the second style, and obviously it's going to be the same colour options as the previous ones, and then we go back to that one. So what we got? 2 times 6, that's 12 different exhaust options. All right, fair enough. So you've got your main colour, which is obviously going to be your main colour. Then you've got your vinyl colour. Now we do need to put some vinyls on for this one actually. Let's go for that one. There we are. So we have got our vinyl colour. We've got the reds, they stand out. I say vinyl colour, I mean it's done pretty much all of it. All right, okay. Secondary colour, we'll go for blue. It's going to do that bit. You then got your chassis colour, which is obviously your chassis. You then got your suspension colour. This isn't going to be the springs, it's going to be all the other bits. So we'll go with a yellow. It's going to do those bits there. Then you've got seat and accessories, so we'll go with an orange and do the seat. You got your custom rims. As you can imagine, it's going to be your rims. You then got your suspension springs. We'll go with red so they stand out. There we are. And it also does a little footrest as well. Then you got your custom rims is the custom bits. We haven't got those on. Let's go put those on. There we are. So custom rims. There we are. I got the blue on them now. That's it. So then you got your rim colour, which is going to be doing the middle part of the wheels. Now, once you've got it out in the open and you've got it spec'd up to what you fancy, just listen to this start up. That's awesome. Oh, that just sounds so good. I mean, you're going to be doing 62. It's a bit loud, mind you, I must admit, once you get going. So you can get up to 62 miles an hour. When you crank it over, you have got a bit of understeer, but that start up was just brilliant. Right, next up is the Pickup 2014 package. This is by Dogface, 9.72 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under cars. Now, it's got a 300 horsepower engine, 74 mile an hour top speed, and a 20 grand price tag. You can then change the tyres. You've got Trelleborg, BKT, Continental, and then back to Trelleborg. And your wheel setup is actually going to be the design. So you've got your rims, you've got your standard 2, and then back to your standard. You then got roof lights. So we've got on the front, on the back as well, or standard. You then got company logo. So we've got Ferme de Haute-Belleron, Elm Creek Farms, Lizard Logistics, Hofhund Transport, and then back to standard. All right, no worries. You then got your vehicle numbers. So we go from a number 1 all the way up to fertilizer, dry fertilizer, seeds, flammable, hazmat, and then up to number 12. So you got 1 to 12, and then obviously some warning signs to go with it. I mean, if you've got a hazmat sign on your pickup truck, yeah, people need to steer clear. Fair enough. Front bumper, so we got your pin attacher. Oh, interesting. Trailer hitch on the front. On a bumper bar, both of them, or nothing. You then got your main colour, which is obviously going to be your main colour. And your rim colour is going to be your rims. Now, this is not just your standard pickup, because it does have a couple of things to go with it. Now, first up is going to be a fuel transfer tank, 450 litre capacity, 550 to buy. The only option is going to be to change the colour of it. Then we've also got a liquids tank. And let's face it, it's going to be doing all sorts. I mean, you've even got oils on there. Yeah, sunflower, canola oil, and grape juice. Now, that normally comes in a pallet, but all right, fair enough. I mean, I've got the option to change the colour on that one, and it's going to hold 250, well, 2,500 even, 2,500 litres. That's a better way of putting it. 550 to buy. Now, once you've got them, you can actually attach them individually, and you can attach them together as well. So you just back into it like that. There we are. Attach that. That's going to pull it to the front. You may be thinking, oh, that's a bit too close. That's a bit too big. No, we're going to be all right. Just scotch it like that. There's the option. And oh no, pull forward a little. We had the trigger then for the minute. There we are. Once you get it, it just puts it all in together. So we got a diesel transfer tank and a 2,500 litre liquid tank on top of each other. I'm in the bush. Carry on. Next up is the Lizard Silver 6500. This is by Agrotono, 29.95 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under trucks. This is, yeah, it's fairly big. 400 horsepower engine, 62 mile an hour top speed, 67.5 grand if you don't have the optional extras on the spacing, but the standard is more expensive than the options. Yeah. All right, fair enough. Now, we have got some options on the extension. So you can have a box body, you can have a flatbed, you can have a tipper. Oh, that's interesting. 3,500 litre capacity on that one. And then back to your standard one. You've got your wheel brands, you've got your Michelin, Continental, and then Michelin again. Now, rims. There is a lot of rims. We'll zoom in because some of these look ace. We got rim 3. Yeah, you just cycle through them. But there's some nice designs. As we further get in, I mean, look at them. They'd be right at home on, like a, what do you call it, road racing scene. Oh, fair enough. You got camouflage, you've got your carbon fibre. Oh, yes, carbon fibre for the win. Then you got number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and then standard. Go for the carbon. That looks ace. You then got the option of cabin headlights. We'll put the old carbon on so you can see things better. So you got your cabin headlights, you got your light bar on the roof there. We then got the grille with light bar. And then we got your standard. Then you got your smoked 1, smoked 2, or 1 on your windows. Your roll cage is going to be the rollover hoop on the back. So you can have a metallic one or a black one. Then got wheel spacing, so this is going to be your standard version, and it's only on the front axle. So we've got your spacing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to standard. I mean, that's it's pretty stanced, I must admit. Fair enough. Now, truck bed hitch. So we've got your standard truck bed, well, and you've got your trailer hitch on the back. You can add a 5th wheel. You can also add a gooseneck, and then leave it as nothing. You then got your main colour, which is well, we've put some camouflage on it, but all right, we'll go over red, because can we see anything? That's a good camouflage, I must admit. So obviously that's going to do your main colour. Your grille colour, we'll go over red. Go over red, why not? It's going to do your grille. Your bumper accessories, we're going to match it up to a black and red truck. Oh yes. Seats inside. let's just make everything red apart from the main colour. The interior is going to do like your headliner and stuff like that. You then got your rim colour. All right, let's do red rims. We're going to stay to that. Now, obviously, there's plenty to be getting on with on this one, but there's one interesting thing. You can move your seat around inside and the moves and whatever, but LB and right stick up and down, this is, I don't think I've ever seen this before. Anyway, he's going to do the right hand door, no problem. LB and right stick left and right. It's going to do the of the front door. Put my teeth in. If we then do RB and right stick left and right, does the back door, and up and down with RB does the other back door. You can open all 4 doors. That is awesome. That is absolutely brilliant. And obviously you come and you press Y and you go into the internal camera in seating. When you have got a few options on the go. So we'll do LB and RB together. Right stick up and down is going to move your steering wheel. And then RB and right stick up and down is going to move that bit. And RB and right stick left and right is going to move you backwards and forwards. But you can open all 4 doors on this truck. That is awesome. Right, next up is the John Deere Gator CX. This is by Strautmann Modding, 14.5 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under cars. Now, it's got a 23 horsepower engine, 450 litre capacity on the old back part. All right, fair enough. 29 mile an hour top speed. You're then going to have a 3.5 and a touch price tag. You got the option of wheel setup, so standard with custom rims, UTV custom rims, tractor style custom rims, street tyres with custom rims, and then back to the originals. You got your beacon light, yes or no. All right, that looks like a little airport security little truck, that does. All right, fair enough. Cabin, so you got your standard, your roof setup, your cabin with small glass, your cabin with large glass, and then back to the original. Main colour is obviously going to be your main colour. Oh no, we missed bumper. There we are. Bumper, standard or nothing. So is nothing not standard then? Shouldn't that be bull bar? All right, fair enough. Carry on. You got your main colour. Obviously, nowadays you could pretty much paint it whatever you like. So that's going to be your main colour. And your secondary main colour is going to be the back bit. Your seats are obviously going to be your seats. There we are. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. All right, fair enough. And next up is the John Deere Series 7010. This is by Virtual Farmers, 20.71 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under medium tractors. Now, it's got a 175 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed for 68 grand. We can then change the engine output, so we go up to 195, then 175 again. So you've got 2 options on that one. All right, fair enough. Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, knock you in, and then back to Trelleborg again. We've got the usual shenanigans on the go. We've got some twins. Why not? Then got your mirrors. So you've got your standard, extended, or standard beacon lights. So we can have the left, the right, both, even though that says booth, and then nothing. Have booth. All right, no problem. Chrome exhaust cover, yes or no. License plate, exhaust. Oh, so you can have it on the exhaust. On the front grill. All right, no problem. Or back on the exhaust. Oh, that's interesting. Move your front number plate. So you got your front load attacher. So you got your quickie, your Hauer, your nothing. And then that's your options. I mean, your older style, John Deere, boxy looks. All right, fair enough. Right, next up is the Jungheinrich EfgS50S Pro. Man, that's a long name. Just Farming is the modder, 8.11 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under forklifts. Now, it's got a 57 horsepower engine. Even though it's electric, it's still got an engine, so that potentially is a motor then. 15 mile an hour top speed, 45 grand to buy. You have the option of... yeah, we wait till you see these. The option of your fork, so standard or extended. That's ace. Or do like that. You can change the main colour to that. Let's face it, it's going to be anything you like. Now, this is ace. I do like this. There's plenty of options on the go. I mean, you got your usual fork shenanigans and whatever. You then press Y and get into your door and window steering. Well, it says door, rear, window, steering. That's better. So LB and right stick, left and right. Push the side window out. That's ace. Oh, I do like that. LB and RB together, right stick, left and right. You can do your back window, and up and down is going to do the door itself. So you can actually move just the side window on its own, or you can open up the door as well. That is awesome. And then right stick up and down with your RB button is going to move your steering wheel. Although the arm looks a little weird. It's, I think I've had a bit of an accident. I've got it caught in something, but... I mean, it doesn't finish there either. I mean, you go into it, you've got driver's seat. So we've got our LB and right stick, left and right, moves it backwards and forwards. I think that's where the problem with the arms come from. I had the seat all the way back. And we do LB and RB together and right stick up and down. It's going to move the headrest up and down. RB and right stick, left and right is then going to tilt up. Ah, there's me up. Oh, I'm a bit cramped now. Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. And we carry on. We've got monitor inside as well. Oh no, we need to move this chair back a little. How do we move the chair back? Move it back. Come on, chair. Dear oh dear. We need to move the chair back. Driver's seat, that's the one. That's a bit better. Now we can see what's going on. Right. Monitor armrest. So we've got LB and right stick left and right. Tilts it up like that. LB and RB together and right stick up and down. Does your armrest. And then RB and right stick left and right. Tilts it as well. Isn't that the same as the first one? Alright, fair enough. Now there is another one for the exterior. So we've got RB and LB together and right stick up and down. Moves that flap out, which is ace. You know, come and fix up your vehicle. That's alright. We have got RB and right stick left and right. Oh, it's moving the camera on the back. Now I see it. I was trying for ages to find out what's going on with that. Oh, that's the reversing light, isn't it? Does that put a reversing light on the ground? Or is it just me? Doesn't look like... I mean, it's moving, don't get me wrong. It is moving, but... Oh, that's ace. Oh, I do like that. That is a great forklift truck. Right, next up is the Case IH Magnum 340-400 Series Special Edition FL. Wow, that's a lot of letters in that name. This is by MacTrucker921, 24.32 megabyte on the download, and this was out in 22, and this was awesome in 22. Now, 374 horsepower engine as standard, 32 mile an hour top speed, 351 grand. We can then change a few things. So we got the 380 CVX drive, which puts up to 418 horsepower. Then got the 435 horsepower. Then 658 horsepower, which puts the top speed up to 42 mile an hour. We're not finished yet. Now, because we're carrying on, so we've got a different version again. We've got 886, which is a 49 horsepower version. Keep going. 1341 horsepower. Why not? Why not indeed? It's got 124 mph top speed. That's ridiculous. I mean, 65 grand extra, but oh, so worth it. 1300 horsepower. Excellent. Then got your Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and Lizard. Gotta say, I mean, this whole tractor is just ace. Then back to Trelleborg. Now you have got plenty of options. I mean, you've got the crawler tracks on the back, as well as the lizard spikes and twins that we've just seen as well. That's it's just different. We'll call it that anyway. So you've got warning signs. So you've got the US, the EU, or nothing. Windows. So you've got tint 1, 2, 3, and then at tint 3. You might as well just be looking through a sheet of metal. It's that dark, but all right. Attachers, so it's going to be on the front. So you've got your 3-point, 1,035 kilo, 1750, 2030, and then back to your 3-point. With liquid tank, this is interesting because it puts the tanks straight on the back. So you don't need to have a supplementary tank on the front of your tractor. You've already got one built in. That is all right indeed. You can have a liquid tank with unreal capacity. So the standard one is going to be 1,800 litres, or go for the unreal for 25,000 litres. Obviously, I mean, if you're going for 1,300 horsepower, you might as well go for the 25,000 litre tanks. You then got, now this comes to a question I had the other day in one of the videos. Why don't we have big tractors, large tractors with front loaders? And then this one shows up because we've got a front loader attacher option. You can then change your main colour. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Why not indeed? Then you've got your front grille cover is going to be your front grille. And then your interior plastics that we're not going to be able to see because we've got the dark tint so bad. Oh, no, we can. It's not that bad at all. All right, fair enough. Then you've got your interior. Do you know what? Right, let's take that tinted stance off. That's better. We actually see it properly. So we've got interior fabric roof trim. So we're going to go for, a blue. There you are. Does that bit. We then got main leather seat color. We'll go with yellow. Does the main leather seat. The rear leather seat trim. We're going to go with a red just so it stands out a bit. It's just like the edging around the seat. Sure why that needed to be an option, but okay. Your saddle tank color is going to be obviously your saddle tanks, and then your rim color if you haven't gone for these ridiculous wheels. I mean, look at this state of them. We'll go for the normal wheels. That's better. And that's going to be your rim color. Oh, chrome. Chrome on your tractor rims. This is looking ace. This is definitely looking like something a 4-year-old would have painted, but okay, fair enough. Now, back to the whole front loader shenanigans. Yes, it comes with its own front loader, the Case IH front loader, as the name would suggest. 300 horsepower requirement from your tractor, but if you're going for the 1,300 horsepower, you're golden, absolutely golden. 10 grand to buy. You have the option for it to mount to front loader tools, telehandler tools, wheel loader tools, or back to your front loader, so you could just change it up a little. No problem. Chassis colour is obviously going to be to match up with the main vehicle, and design colour is going to do those bits. Now, this when you start it up, it sounds like it's got a truck engine. I mean, that's all right, fair enough. It also sounds, once you get going, I mean, it does get going pretty sharpish. I mean, we're up to 40 mile an hour already. When you let off the brake, it sounds like it's got a Jake brake. Yeah, that's definitely a Jake brake sound. Now, there is no option to turn it off either. So, you may have to put up with that or just turn the sound off, because 1,300 horsepower in a tractor with a front loader. Why not? And for the second day in a row, we've got another BigBud. So this is the BigBud 747 16 valve. This is by Hispano and JHHG modding. 34.45 megabyte on the download. You can find it, as you can imagine, under large tractors. Now, it starts off with an 1,100 horsepower engine, 27 mile an hour top speed, and a 460.5 gram price tag. You can then change the engine output speed. So it starts off at 32 kilometer an hour, goes up to 45 kilometer an hour. And that's your option. So the engine horsepower doesn't change, just basically the final drive gear on the gearbox, right? No problem. Then you got wheel brands. You got your BigBud, Michelin, or BigBud. And then you got your twin wheels. You got your wide tyres, your double wides. I can stay to that and then back to stat. That's the best one. That is the best one, definitely. Rim contour. Now, these looks like the actual nuts that are holding it on. That seems to be changing. That seems to be the only thing that is changing. I can't really see anything else, but okay. Tinted windows. So we have got 25%, 50%, 100%, and then nothing. That 100% mean you can't see through it. All right. Then you got your logos. You got your originals, your whites, your blacks, and then your originals. You then got your decorative stripes. So you got your white and black, and then nothing. Oh no, I have the original. They look all right. Overhead work lights. So we got on the front, we got on the back, we got both, and then nothing. Side working lights. So you got your front, you got ones at the back, and you got your both, and then nothing. Then you got your beacon lights. So we got on the left, on the right, and then both. Then we've got your beacon light models. Let's put those back on. So number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, and then number 1. So there's 10 different styles of beacon lights. All right. Wiper wash system. So a yes or no. And obviously that's just for aesthetics. Don't really do anything once you get it out in the old field. You have got your colour, which it can be anything. It's going to do that bit. Your cabin colour is going to be obviously your cabin. Your railings is going to be the old safety frame, so you don't fall off and bang your head. You then got your chrome parts. We'll go with purple. Ah, they are. Does the exhaust and the old headlight trims. And then you got your engine grille, which is going to be obviously your engine grille. And your rim contours. Oh, let's go with pink. See if we can see him now. I can't see anything that's turned pink. Even the nuts inside don't seem to have changed colour, but all right, fair enough. And then you got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rims. Now, obviously this is a big honking tractor, as you can well imagine, but there is one thing that I think's awesome. LB and left on the D-pad. Open cover. Ow, for the win. I mean, you can come in, maybe turn the engine off so you don't get your hand caught in that fan. You know, you can put it into your workshop. You go fix it up. I'll do a bit of mechanicking down the old role play scenario. That is ace. Right, next up is the John Deere 84X series. This is by HR Forstmann Fahrzeugbau, 50.02 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in the forestry section. Now, it's got a 270 horsepower engine, 11 mile an hour top speed, and it's going to do up to 100 centimeter diameter trees with that massive blade on the front. 300 grand is going to be its price tag. You have the engine set up to 270, up to 550, or back to 270. Go for the stage 2 tune. Why not? You've got your wheel brands, you've got your BKT, your Trelleborg, Michelin, Mitas, Ollis 4s, and then BKT again. Your wheel subs, you've got your wides, you've got your front twins, you've got your twins all round, or your standards. I like the wide, they look ace. Oh, that does look good. Windows, you've got your standard, you've got your tinted, and then back to standard. Your main colour is obviously, wow. I mean, I know we've got unlimited colour mod on now, but still, that's a lot. That is a lot. I mean, look at that. Why not? Design colour, we'll go with blue. It's going to do that bit. You then got your Ollis 4s colour if you've gone for the Ollis 4s, which we haven't. You then got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rims. Now, obviously that's for chopping your trees down. Well, what about this once you're finished? All right, fair enough. The old 848 L2 is part of the pack as well. 281 horsepower engine, 15 mile an hour top speed, and it can pull 60 ton. 60. That's ace, or do like that. 320 grand to buy. You have the engine set up to 281 or 590 on the old stage 2 tune, because why not? BKT, Mitas, Ollis 4s, and then you back to your BKT. You've got different versions, actually. So you've got different EX and, you know, whichever design you want to go for. Windows is going to be your tinted or standard. And your main colour, design colour, and Ollis 4s, and your rim colour can be the same as the original vehicle. All right, fair enough. Right, making a welcome return as well from 22 is the TLX Phoenix Semitruck. This is my 82 Studio, 80.46 megabyte on the download. And this is a great truck. 485 horsepower engine, 52 mile an hour top speed, £82,119, euros or dollars to buy. You then have the option of configuration standard, extension 1, this is going to be on the back part, extension 2, you then got configuration 1, that looks definitely mean. Now, obviously, if you go for the configuration 1, you will lose some of the options further down, so just bear that in mind, but okay, all in, it's a triple axle setup on the back, and then back to the original one. Now, I'd imagine with the options of the extensions, yeah, I expect some parts to come on the back of this at some point from 82 Studio, just like we had in the previous version. Then got the engine setup, so 485 horsepower, 585, 850, 1100 horsepower, 1582. That's insane, but in a good way. 1582 horsepower. Why not? You then got your Continental, your Phoenix. Look at them. Your Trilex. You then got your Vintage, your Vredestein, your Nokian tyres, and then back to your Continental. Now, this is interesting when we come down to the old wheel setup, because we've got agriculturals there. We got a Continental. Design 1, 2, heavy duty, show truck. Yes, we can now make a show truck. We've got a couple of different versions on the go there. Look at the state of them. I mean, there's all sorts of versions on the go, but they look awesome. I mean, huge show truck tyres and wheels. Oh, why not? You then got your chicken lights. You got your base game versions. We've got some custom style ones on the side there. Headlights. So you got design 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back to standard. Bumpers, number 2, number 3, well, number 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, and then back to number 1. Front grille, so we've got standard, design 1, design 2, and then back to standard. Air filters, so we've got the US style single exhaust. Is it? Oh, it says air filters and exhaust setup, but to be fair, it's just the exhaust. So you've got your Canada style 1, and then number 2, you've got the US single. So you've got the 4 different versions on that, but okay, fair enough. So exhaust, now there is a ton of options on the go. So you've got your standards, you've got your straights, you've got your flappies, which is my favourite one. Have the old flaps on the top, why not? And then you just cycle through, you've got angled straight, you've got different stacks, and then angled like that one, different versions, different degrees. You go for it. There's tons in this one. Then got visors, so we've got the drop visor, we then got drop visor 2, bow tie number 2, and then back to your standard. So you got your you got your drop visor and then one with the lights in, and the same with the bow tie. You then got your mirrors, so you can have it as fender mirrors, hood mirrors, or standard. You then got sleepers, so we've got your coffin sleeper, we then got big sleeper, and then back to standard. We then got your antennas, yes or no. Then got interior colours. It's going to be interesting. Can we have a little look? Go for about there. Actually, we'll take off that drop visor. Get a little bit of a better look inside. There we are. So we've got your black and brown, brown and black, red and white, blue and white. I mean, they're quite bright. Black and red. Oh, that's the one. That is the one. Black and red all the way. You then got your engine sounds. So we've got number 1, number 2, number 3. Now, we have got all 3 set up here. So we're going to give them a little start up. Now, they have got the Jake brake, but you can turn it off. So L, B and A will turn it off, no problem. So that's your first truck sound. Now, the second truck sound is going to be this one. That's it's definitely different. It's definitely more loud as well, but okay, again, got a little bit of a Jake brake on the go, but you can turn it off. And then we'll go to number 3. Now, number 3 sounds rather like number 1. Just going to say that. I mean, similar sort of start up. And once you get going... okay, so probably the best one is going to be number 2. Fair enough. Now, back to the menu. So after the engine sounds, we've got some vinyls we can put on. So we've got standard, we've got Longhorn, we've got Nakadushis, and Nakadochi, however you pronounce that one, Montana, Rio Grande, Smoky, or Standard. Now we'll leave Smoky on because we're going to need that in a minute. Then you've got rear bumper, so spin it around. So we've got your Standard, we then got your Design 1, Design 2, rear PTO for the win, obviously, and then back to your Standard. Leave that on, definitely. And then got your main colour, which is obviously going to be your main colour. It's going to do those bits. Your fender colour is obviously going to do your fenders. You then got your special editions. Now, we don't have any special editions, but we can put that on. So basically, it's giving you a colour options. So all these that we've had before. I mean, we've got Copperfection. You know, we've got Copperfection number 2, Chrome Blackout. You got all sorts. Copper for the win. Brian, we've got some copper. It's been a long time. Dear, oh dear. Vinyl colour, that's going to be the same sort of things. Obviously, it's going to be your vinyls. It's going to change those bits. We then got vinyl colour again, which is going to be those stripes. We've got vinyl colour again. We'll go with a blue. It's going to do that bit. And then your rim colour, it's obviously going to be, well, it's going to be your rims if you haven't gone for a special edition. But that looks ace. And to be fair, this is the one that I built. Look at this date. I mean, it's got the show truck wheels on in copper chrome with the old flappy exhaust on. Oh, why not? This is brilliant. Now, there is one thing as well. We have got a couple of options on the go. So LB and right stick left and right, going to move your your hitch back. So if you're going for the big sleeper, yeah, you might want to move that all the way to the back. Got a couple of options. You've got some mirrors that you can move around as well. And to be fair, this is awesome. This is really awesome. And if you do LB and RB together, if you're in the truck menu, you can actually do the window. There we are, getting a bit closer. Just the windows. Oh, that's ace. Right, next up is the JCB 714. This is by Kenny456, 22.82 megabyte on the download. You're gonna find it on the trucks. This thing's huge. Oh, love it. 170 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, 9,000 litre capacity on the back for 80 grand if you haven't got the optional extras on. No, just put it as a standard version when you come into the shop. Smart with you. Then have the option to change the capacity up to 20,000. That's all right. 30,000 or back to 9. So it's saying 30 and 20,000 fictitious or fictive, as they put it there. Then you've got your wheel brands. You've got your BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitres, and then back to BKT. Got some twins on the go on this. Oh, why not? Twins on a JCB dumper. Windows, so you got your tinted, you got your standard. Beacon lights, so you got no or yes, but so's on the roof. Attachers, so it's going to be around the back. So we got none, trailer hitch, or nothing. Then got your main colour, which is obviously going to be your main colour. No, JCB needs to be that yellow. Where's it? That's it. That one. That's your JCB colour. JCB UK brand. Can't change the colour on it. It's a bit wrong. So those bits are going to be doing everything else. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. Yeah, I'm not quite sure that goes with the JCB yellow, but all right, fair enough. Well, next up is the Liebherr LH26. This is by Kenny456, 29.11 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under excavators. Now, it's got 170 horsepower engine, 18 mile an hour top speed, and you're going to be able to do up to 80 centimetre diameter trees if you've got the right head on. And we've got a few optional extras. No. We've still got another 10 grand. So what's the cheap version? There you are, the fast coupler. So no head on it at all, which is probably what most people are going to use, let's face it. So you got your option there. So you got your fast coupler, your harvester head. So that's going to be doing your 80 centimetre diameter trees. You can then have a log grapple, a big log grapple, a clamshell bucket, and then back to the fast coupler. You've got your wheel brands. You've got your Continental, Nokian, Trelleborg, Vredestein, and then back to Continental. Arm size. So we've got short or long, although short takes 5 grand off the price. That's all right. I do like that. Fair enough. Then you've got your windows, you've got your tinted or your standard. Beacon lights, yes or no on the roof. Attachers, you can have a trailer hitch on the back. All right, fair enough. Collision with materials, yes or no. So obviously, if you want to be doing whatever, yeah, maybe you do want to have some collision with materials, especially if you're doing like logs and whatever. Fair enough. Fast coupler auto tilt, yes or no. So that's going to keep it level with the ground. Main colour is going to be your main colour. And then your main colour again. We'll do those bits. It's going to do the rest of it. Wow, that's a lot. And then you've got your cab colour, which is obviously going to be your cab. Followed up by your rim colour. At the end, we'll go with that blue. Now, obviously, you can fit quite a lot of things on, especially with the fast coupler, but it does come with its own thing if you have gone for that fast coupler option. 2,500 litre capacity, £4,000 to buy. It's going to be your universal bucket. So you've got your levelers, you've got deactivate or activate, so that's the self-leveling shenanigans. Collisions with materials, yes or no. And then main colour, yes or no. So if you are doing stuff that you want to move, maybe you should have that collisions with materials on. Just saying. Now, so you've got the usual shenanigans with moving the vehicle around and the arm and whatever. If you do L, B and A, unfold the stabilizers. If we then do L, B and RB together and left stick left and right. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. What about if we go in cab? Oh, that's a, you can see things a lot better. That is ace. I do like that. Very nice. And next up is the McCormick Deering W4. This is by EY Modding, 7.65 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under small tractors. Definitely one for your old school shenanigans. 25 horsepower is the engine output, 15 mile an hour top speed for 12 grand. So it's nice and cheap. You have the option to change the engine output. So you go for the Super W, which gives you an extra 10 horsepower. You know, why not? Yes, go for it. Why not? Then you got your wheel setup. So you got your wheel weights, you got your rear twins, and you got your standard version. Now, this Scott, it's all right. To be fair, I like it. You are sat really far out past the back of the wheel. I mean, if you used to hit a bump, you'd be on your back. Oh, but I like it. Old school tractor for the win. And what's not an old school tractor is the Landini 6L T4 I Series. This is by Pepe978, 29.8 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under medium tractors. Now, it's got 143 horsepower engine, 31 mile an hour top speed, and 125.5 grand to buy. Do you have the option of front linkage? So you're going to have 130 kilo front weight, 405 kilo, 585, and then back to your front linkage. I think most people are going to go for the 3 points. I mean, I would every day of the week. You can always add a weight to it. Then you've got your engine setup, so 143 horsepower, 163, then 176, 143 again. So 176 is your top version. You've got your Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and then back to Trelleborg. Then you've got your usual shenanigans on the go. We've got some twins all around. That's all right. You got your front fenders, so we've got without or with. Fair enough. Front loader attacher. You got your Stoll, Quickie, Hauer, and then nothing. Then you got your main colour. It's obviously going to be your main colour. And then you got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rims. And the last mod for the day is the Fortschritt E512 E514. This is by Deutschvolt, 96.11 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under harvesters. The first up is the E512, 102 horsepower engine, 13 mile an hour top speed, and a 2,300 litre grain tank. 26.5 grand to buy. So nice and cheap if you are starting out, or even if you're going down like an old school role play, that'll fit in nicely. You do have the option of designs. You've got railings, roof, old, new, and then railings again. To be fair, even the new one, I mean, it's an old harvester, let's face it. Then you've got design, so you've got yes or no, so it's going to be putting that bit on the back. All right, fair enough. Then design again, so we've got old or new, it's going to be putting that on the top. So it's a little air filter. You then got design again, so yes or no, it's going to put the warning signs on the front. Then attaches, so it's going to be underneath, isn't it? There we are. So you've got short, long, or short. So if you're getting a header trailer on the go, yeah, I'd say go for the long one. It's probably going to be a lot easier. You then got your design color. We'll go over yellow. It's going to do... Well, I've just picked yellow and it's gone red. What if we go for green? It's not changing the color at all. All right, fair enough. What for? Really? Let's get rid of that then. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. Is that, wasn't it? Get rid of that. That design color. We'll go over. It changed it to red and that was it. Didn't change anything else. But all right, fair enough. We'll go over green. Does that bit? Okay, fair enough. And then rim color is obviously going to be the rims. All right, that's a little random, but all right, we'll carry on. Now, this isn't just the only harvester in the pack. We've also got the 514, same horsepower engine, 102, but you've got 2,500 litre capacity, and we do have some options. So we got whatever that's supposed to be, Otwati, Niski, Waisaki, and then Otwati. So it's 2,500, then 2,500 again, and then 2,800. The Waisaki, whatever that's supposed to mean, but okay, fair enough. When you got your wheel setups, you got your standard and your standard 2s. Design number 2. Let me put in that bit out the back. And then yes, and then no again. You got design, yes. All right, where did that do something? No or yes? I was going to put the signs on the front. Fair enough. Now, is this design color? Is that going to change it? So we go over yellow again. Now that's changed it quite a lot. Although I'm not quite sure what hasn't done the blue bits underneath. But all right, fair enough. Then your rim colour is your rim colour. Now, these aren't just harvesters. They come with the pieces of equipment to go with it. So first off is going to be a header. Obviously, going to be doing your usual shenanigans on your grainage. So 4.2 metre working width, 5 mile an hour working speed for $6,500. So design, again, it's got crop dividers, rapeseed module or nothing. Design again is yes or no, which is going to be your end covers. And your colour, see what happens with this. Does that bit, then your colour on there, it's going to do that bit. Oh, that's worked. That's worked indeed. If you didn't fancy that one, well, we got the next one, which is, well, it's for, I'm not quite sure what's going on, because we've got E556 and E556 for the E514. But then, does that mean that goes to the 512, but it hasn't got the name mentioned on it? I mean, it's the same specs as the first one, but okay. We then got this one, which is a 5.7 metre working width, so slightly bigger. It's the same options as before, obviously a little bit more expensive. We'll come down to the bottom, and we've got some header trailers. So we got this one, the 4 metre header, and then we've got a slightly bigger one, which is going to be the 6 metre header. All right, it's going to do 6 metre. And then we've got the 4 row cutters. That's going to be doing your sunflowers and your corn. 3.1 metre working with $5,500. That being said, I think it needs an update, especially with that colour change on the back. But all right, fair enough. We've got a few updates as well. So we've got the River View by Cavalier Roy and Monkey Show Modding. Now that does need a new save, but if you have a look on the website for what has changed, yeah, you'll understand why it needs a new save. It's quite a comprehensive list. And we've also got the Amazon Catros 6002 by Lamai.